Imagine controlling every light and appliance around your home, right from your phone. Or even better, using just your voice. Okay, Google, switch on the fountain lights. Okay, Google, switch on the water bubble. And in today's video, I'll show you exactly how I wired, configured, and set everything up.
Welcome back to Gadgets Pod, tried and tested. In today's video, we're exploring the Smartify Retrofit Pro Series 4 Node, NS41. It's a smart module that turns your existing switchboard into a fully smart, Wi-Fi-enabled setup without changing your wiring.
This video is not sponsored. All products shown, including the Smartify Retrofit Pro Series NS41, were purchased by me personally. The brand has no involvement in this video. All opinions and demonstrations are completely based on my own experience. Let's start with unboxing. On the top, we have the user guide, which gives you a quick overview of the module and its features, followed by the setup instruction manual with wiring details and connection steps.
Below that, we get the Smartify Retrofit Pro Series 4 Node NS41 unit itself, neatly packed and compact in design. The first thing you'll notice is the premium build quality. It feels sturdy and well-engineered, with a solid enclosure that gives confidence for long-term use.
The overall size is quite compact, designed to fit comfortably behind standard switchboards without needing any major modification. The front side has clearly labeled connection terminals, making it easy to identify the inputs and outputs for each switch line. You'll also see indicators for live, neutral, and load connections, which really helps during installation. On one side, you'll find the Wi-Fi status LED used for setup and connectivity feedback. Now, before showing this how it fits in the switchboard, let me first explain the wiring in a simple and visual way. I'm placing the Smartify Retrofit Pro Series switch right in the center of this sheet of paper, and I'll mark all the wires that go into the module and all the wires that come out of it. Let's start with the neutral wire, because that's the simplest connection IDA in this module. I'm marking the neutral line here on the paper. This is the incoming neutral from your main supply. So step one is simple, neutral in, neutral terminal on the module. I'm marking that clearly here so you can follow it easily. Now let's move to the live wire, which I'm marking here using a red line. This red line represents the positive input terminal, also known as the live in from your main power supply. So remember, red line is live, or positive input goes to the live marked as L terminal of the module. Now I'll show you how the positive output wires come out from the device. These are the wires that will act as the direct connection to your light, a fan, or any appliance you want to control. Each output corresponds to one node on the module. Node 1, Node 2, Node 3, and Node 4. I'm marking these on the paper so you can clearly see how they exit from the module. So the flow is very simple. The live in goes to module and positive out to your load, which is marked B on the paper. Each output wire connects directly to the device you want to automate, giving you individual control over all four appliances. Now I'll mark the neutral connection for the loads. The important thing to understand here is that the same neutral wire that goes into the module is also the neutral that goes to each device you want to connect. I'm marking it here so you can see it clearly. The neutral doesn't come out from the module separately. Instead, it is shared as a common neutral line for all your lights or appliances. So every device will have neutral from the main line and positive from the module's output nodes. Now, to control each device manually with a switch as well, we need to connect the switches along with the module outputs. For this, a common positive live wire from the main supply goes to one side of all the switches. I'm marking that here. This single live feed is shared across all four switches. From the other side of each switch, we connect the yellow trigger wire from the SmartTV module. Each device has its own dedicated yellow wire, yellow one for device 1, yellow 2 for device 2, and so on up to yellow 4. This means when you toggle the physical switch, it sends a signal through the corresponding yellow wire, allowing the module to detect the switch press and turn the connected load on or off. For this demo, I'm going to connect one load and one switch exactly the way we discussed earlier, so you can clearly see how the SmartEFI Retrofit Pro Series 4-node functions in actual usage. Caution: do not connect the setup to the main power supply until all wiring is fully completed and checked. We start by bringing in the neutral wire and the live wire from the main supply, and at the ends of these wires, we attach splitter quick connect terminal blocks. This allows us to distribute both neutral and live lines safely and neatly to multiple points in the circuit. The splitter blocks make the entire setup cleaner. Avoid loose joints and ensure that every output, whether it's going to the load, the module, or the switches, gets a proper, secure connection. Next, we take the neutral from the splitter block. One neutral wire goes straight to our load, ensuring the device receives its required neutral connection. Next, we take the live wire from the splitter block and connect it to the live input of the SmartEFI device. Next, we extend the live input from the splitter to the other side of the SmartEFI device. This live line will act as the common feed for all the switches. By doing this, each switch gets its own live supply, which will later connect to the respective switch sense wires of the SmartEFI module. This ensures that the physical switches continue to work alongside the smart controls. Now we bring in the neutral wire from the splitter to the SmartEFI device's neutral input, marked N. This completes the neutral path for the module, allowing it to power up and function correctly. Now we add our load, which in this demonstration is a light bulb, to the SmartEFI device. We connect the load's live wire to the designated output terminal P1 on the module, and the neutral stays connected through the splitter as we set earlier. This completes the load connection and prepares it for smart as well as manual control. Now let's add a bulb to the bulb holder we've connected. Now we'll add a switch on the other side of the circuit. The switch will be connected using the live feed we extended earlier, and the output from this switch will go to the corresponding switch sense input of the SmartEFI module marked S1. This setup allows the bulb to be controlled both manually and through the smart module. Disclaimer. So before we power up the live and neutral wires, let's double check all our connections. If you're unsure about any part of the wiring, it's best to consult a qualified electrician. This setup is for demonstration purposes only and requires basic knowledge of electrical systems. We are not responsible for any incorrect installations, damage, loss, or injury. Proceed at your own risk. Now, I'll go ahead and power up the setup. With all the wiring complete and double-checked, we can safely turn on the power to see the SmartEFI module and our connected load in action. As soon as we turn on the power supply, the bulb lights up, confirming that our wiring is correct. We can also control it using the connected switch, switching it on and off just like a normal circuit. At this stage, we now move to the Smart Setup. Download the SmartEFI app, create an account if you don't already have one, and prepare to add the device for smart control. Now let's download and log into the SmartEFI app. It's available on both Android and iOS. If you don't already have an account, you can quickly create one. It only takes a minute. Once you're logged in, you'll be ready to add and configure the device. Since I already have the app downloaded, I'll go ahead and open it directly. Now let's add our device to the SmartEFI app. Tap on Add Device at the top right corner of the screen. A pop-up window will appear. From there, select Add a new device. Next, a window appears where we need to enter the device serial number and the activation code. You'll find both of these printed on the Smartify module packaging box, or you can also find the same details printed on the back of your device, so make sure to double check them before proceeding. Once you enter these details correctly, tap Add to proceed with the setup. And now a pop-up appears asking you to configure the Wi-Fi settings. Click Next to continue. Another notification will appear asking you to confirm that the device is in settings mode. To put the Smartify module into settings mode, you'll need to toggle the connected switch on and off 7 times in a row. Make sure you do this at a steady pace, not too fast, not too slow, so the device can detect the sequence correctly. Once it enters settings mode, a rapid blinking light will appear on the back of the module, indicating it's ready for Wi-Fi configuration. Now click Confirm on the pop-up to proceed to the Wi-Fi settings. Next, make sure your phone is connected to your Wi-Fi network in 2.4 gigahertz mode. Once you've confirmed that, tap Yes to continue. The app will now ask you to enter your Wi-Fi password, type in the password, and press Next to continue. Your phone will now ask for permission to allow the device to connect to Wi-Fi. When the prompt appears, simply tap Join to continue. Allow any pop-ups that appear during the Wi-Fi configuration process. A success message will appear on the screen, confirming that the Wi-Fi settings have been applied successfully. You'll notice the green light blinking throughout the setup. As soon as it becomes steady, that's your confirmation that everything is set up correctly. Now it's time to test the setup. Open the Smartify app and try switching the bulb on and off using switch 1. You should see the bulb respond instantly, confirming that everything is working perfectly. You can also try switching the bulb on and off using the physical switch. This confirms that both manual control and smart control are working together seamlessly. If you turn the bulb on from the app after it has been switched off using the physical switch, you'll need to bring the physical switch back to the on position first. Then you can toggle it again to switch the bulb off, and the same applies in the opposite direction. This ensures the physical switch stays in sync with the smart control. Now I'll show you how I've set this up in my actual home environment, starting with my outdoor fountain and fountain lights. The response time is really quick, and I can control everything from anywhere inside the house or even when I'm outside using the Smartify app. It also works seamlessly with Google Home, Alexa, and even Home Assistant, giving you multiple options for voice and smart automation control. Here's another example where I've connected my garden and parking lights to the Smartify 4-node Smart Switch. This setup lets me control the lights manually through the Smartify app or using Google Home and Home Assistant. Everything responds quickly and works seamlessly, making the outdoor lighting fully smart and convenient to manage. You can also control the devices using voice commands. For example, with Google Assistant, you can simply say, "Okay Google, switch off the water bubble." "Okay Google, switch off the fountain lights." "Okay Google, switch on the fountain lights." "Okay Google, switch on the water bubble." "Okay Google, switch on the garden lights." The response is instant, making hands-free control super convenient. Smartify offers a complete range of smart home products, from smart plugs and power strips to retrofit modules, modular smart switches, switchboards, and even USB chargers. You can explore the full range using the purchase links provided in the description below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more smart home tutorials and product demos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.